Yo, what is good? We back in here with another live stream, man. We got breaking news, guys. We got some breaking news, man. We got DeAaron Fox being traded. He's going to the San Antonio Spurs. And we got Zach Lavine, a part of this three-team trade. He is headed to Sacramento to pretty much replace DeAaron Fox, man. We got a lot of crazy action going on. And just as we thought that was the biggest news of the day with the Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic trade last night, we got more information, guys. We got more info in this three-team deal coming down just right now. About 10 minutes ago, DeAaron Fox will be headed to San Antonio, guys. He's going to be teaming up with Victor Wembanyama, man, and this should be something to see. You got a young guy in DeAaron Fox he's already shown he's played some good basketball so far in his career, and teaming up with a generational talent like Wemby. I mean, this could be absolutely deadly, these two together. But I'm just bringing you guys the information, man. And this is another big bomb dropped by Shams. And Shams is on the job, man. Shams, he's working overtime, I should say. And yeah, Woj is no longer here, so all we got is Shams. Shams Charania just dropped this news. DeAaron Fox, new teammate, will be Victor Wembanyama, guys. In this deal that just went down about 10, 15 minutes ago, guys. So I'm going to put up details of the trade right here. And this is the full details of the trade, as you guys can see. And this is coming from Twitter. All of this is on Twitter, guys, the full details of the trade. And we're looking at right now the trade summary. The Spurs get DeAaron Fox, Jordan, McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach Lavine, City Sissoko, and 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks for the Sacramento Kings. So they're getting a F ton of picks, guys. And the Bulls will get Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins, and Trey Jones. So the Bulls not really getting much in this deal, guys. But obviously the big pieces of this trade is DeAaron Fox is headed to San Antonio, guys. So he will be teaming up with Victor Wembanyama, and I cannot wait to see this. I can't wait to see this, guys. But looking at this trade right now from the Spurs' point of view, now from what I'm seeing, they have kept Chris Paul on his roster. So they're going to have DeAaron Fox and Chris Paul. Maybe the plan would be to reduce Chris Paul minutes significantly and, roll with the younger guys, roll with DeAaron Fox, pretty much running this team and playing through Victor Wembanyama. Now, I think this makes them a lot more competitive. I have to look at where they are currently as far as in the standings. Let me check that out right now for you guys. And let's see what this trade could potentially do to help boost the San Antonio Spurs record right now. And could they become a potential playoff team? They're right now in 12th place at 21-25, sitting behind the Warriors at about 24-24. So you guys got to remember there is a play-in tourney, but that is for 7, 8, 9, 10. So San Antonio would have to make a push, and they're hoping that DeAaron Fox could help these guys out and get them in the play-in scenario. But as of right now, even if these guys aren't able to do anything this season, you got these two paired together. Looks like for the long run. Now it depends on if they're going to sign DeAaron Fox to a longer deal later on. We'll have to see. Or if he'll be locked up with the Spurs, we'll have to see that. But as of right now, I like this pair. I am very intrigued to see what these guys can accomplish together. But now let's look at the other big piece of this deal. We obviously had Zach Lavine, and Zach Lavine, guys, a lot of teams wanted him. There's reports coming out right now that Zach Lavine, he was wanted by the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors, they tried to get Zach Lavine and they tried to get Nikola Vucevic. They seriously tried to get both of those guys in this deal before this deal went down, but they were unable to come up with the right situation. And so now you see Zach Lavine is headed to Sacramento to play with DeMar DeRozan, a guy he's already played with. So listen, if you're asking me this, I mean, this doesn't improve this Kings team by much. We've seen it before. Zach Lavine has played with DeMar DeRozan not even a full season ago, if I'm remembering things correctly. Those guys don't work together. Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan is absolute garbage. Garbage truck juice these guys are together. And so, maybe they have the feeling that with Sabonis there with them, it'll help them. But I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing it. I'm viewing it as a lateral move, if not getting slightly worse. So who is going to run that point guard show for Sacramento? You get rid of DeAaron Fox. You bring in another 2 guard or 3 if you want to call Zach Lavine that. Who the hell is running the point? So I don't like this move, I'm sorry, by Sacramento to go out and get this guy Zach Lavine. Now, I'm not hating on Zach Lavine's game. This guy can play basketball, but he's one of those guys who fits into that category of he's not a winning basketball player. This guy is a guy that's going to get tons of buckets. He's going to get the numbers. He's going to score points. He won't win you any games. And you guys know I'm speaking the truth. You guys understand that. And DeMar DeRozan is right along in that same basket with him. So you got 2 guys on the same team basically to do the same thing. And we just seen these guys on the same team in a Chicago uniform. Why would they do this again? Now, obviously, the trade deadline is far from over. They could be looking to make another move. We don't know. We're not sure yet. But as of now, if they keep these guys like this together, I'm not a huge fan of it. So, I know a lot of people like to ask, who do you think won this trade or won this deal? I mean, it's by far the Spurs when you look at them getting DeAaron Fox and when you look at what they had to give up. Let's take a look at this again. Who they give up? Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and they got DeAaron Fox. Now, those first round picks, I'm not sure if those were all of the Spurs first round picks. I don't know. Now that is a situation where that's a lot of damn picks. So I can understand the Kings kind of winning from that perspective. You do get a decent player and you get 3 first rounders. Now, what year are those first round picks? So the Kings do have a chance to rebuild if they can capitalize on those picks, getting 3 first round picks and then 3 second round picks. So it's not horrible for the Kings, but if you're talking about a right now scenario and the players that are actually tangible that we know of that are not draft picks, that are actually proven NBA guys, you got to go with DeAaron Fox being the best player in this deal. Therefore, him pairing up with Wemby is just, that's insane, man. That is insane. And so, huge trade coming out right now, guys. Just dropped down on my timeline about maybe 15 minutes ago, guys. So DeAaron Fox is headed to San Antonio. He is going to be a Spur. He is going to be Wemby's new point guard. Now, Chris Paul is still on the roster. We have yet to find out what's going to happen with Chris Paul. Maybe they roll with Chris Paul. Maybe they don't feel his contract is too hefty, and they'll just keep him maybe as a mentor role or somebody that can fill in that point guard spot behind DeAaron Fox. But as of right now, DeAaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, guys, is going to be something to see. I think this can be a great duo, man, because I feel like DeAaron Fox has pretty much had a down season from what he was about maybe a year ago, year and a half ago. But I think he might have lost some of his joy for the game playing in Sacramento, knowing that, hey, look, man, you guys are sitting up here bringing me DeMar DeRozan. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? And so now with him, being let go, becoming free, being able to spread his wings and go to San Antonio, look, the sky's the limit. The sky's not even the limit for these guys. So listen, man, I think this is a great deal for San Antonio. And now I have to tune in to all of these guys' games. I have to watch. These guys are must-see TV. These guys are going to be intriguing to watch, man. And Wemby, look, we all know Wemby has the talent. The only thing we was questioning about Wemby was he just didn't have the team to compete. I watched these guys on national television get blown out and humiliated by the Bucks. That was a few weeks back, not the recent time that they played, but I'm talking about I was on live stream watching Wembanyama get absolutely torched by the Milwaukee Bucks. And I looked at that game and I said, man, get Wembanyama some damn help. And so now that help is on the way with De'Aaron Fox. We got to look at this team totally different. Now, when you look at where they are in the West, I just told you guys, they are in the 12th spot, but they're in the West. Teams can easily drop in the West. You know how easy it is for a team to go on a 2-3 game losing streak, and then next thing you know, they're out of the playoff picture. So you can never count any team that might be in 12th or 11th. You can't count them out. You can't count these guys out. So just wanted to deliver you guys the breaking news. This is a big trade. It's not on the same level as Luka Doncic being shipped over to LA and AD going to Dallas. That happened at the crack of dawn last night. But this is still a pretty big trade. This is still a huge deal. So, like I said, I don't believe that the Kings nor the Bulls really win this deal. Now, I do like the Kings acquiring all those picks. But to me, picks don't matter unless you have a good GM who's going to capitalize. If the general manager doesn't capitalize on the picks, you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time if a guy can't pick talent. And so, like I was talking to Matt earlier, a lot of these GMs are incapable of their jobs. They should be fired immediately because they do a poor job drafting. They do a poor job trading. So how I'm looking at this situation right now, the Kings, those picks that they got, the 3 first rounders and the 3 second, means absolutely diddly squat if they do nothing with those picks. So, for them to basically just have Zach Lavine for the rest of this season, I don't know where that's going to put them. Now, we have to look at where the Kings are sitting. The Kings are in 10th. They're at 24-24, tied with Golden State, who's at 11th at 24-24. And then at 9th, we have the Dallas Mavericks at 26-24. So that West is going to heat up, guys. That West, it's going to be a battle in there, y'all. It's going to be a battle. And so with the Spurs improving, now to me, if you Golden State, you got to make a move. You got to make a move. When you look at the 9, 10, 11, 12 spot, all these guys fighting for the play-in, the Kings just made a move. They get Lavine. Spurs at 11, they just made a move. They get Fox. Warriors are sitting right there in the middle at 11. They haven't made a move yet. Dallas Mavericks, they're at 9. They just made their move. They went and got AD. So the Warriors are the last team out of those teams right there, out of those 4 squads to make a move. And the reports have just came out. The Golden State Warriors, they desperately wanted they desperately wanted Zach Lavine and Vucevic, but was unable to do it. So it's just a huge L by Golden State. But like I said, guys, the big news of the night, the big news that just came down, man. DeAaron Fox on the left-hand side of your screen, star guard for the Sacramento Kings, is no longer a King. He is now a Spur, if that's what you want to call it. And he will be teammates with Victor Wembanyama, man. That's going to be some exciting basketball. You guys got to understand, DeAaron Fox is one of the fastest players in the NBA. DeAaron Fox might be the fastest player in the NBA. He can get coast to coast in a hurry. He can run up the court before you even have a chance to blink. So, like I said, I thought DeAaron Fox was having a bit of a down year. I mean, numbers might be slightly down. Winning is slightly down. But I think with his mind clear in a brand new situation, this is something we can't overlook, guys. We can't overlook this, guys. We got to take a move like this serious with them going out and getting a star point guard to pair with Wemby. And when we look at it from the Kings' perspective, as they are a part of this 3-team deal as well, the Kings, they go and add Zach Lavine. Now, am I the biggest fan of this move? Hell no. Hell no. Quite frankly, I would give this trade for them like a what? Like maybe a C- if I'm being generous. I just don't like the pairing of Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan. We've seen this movie before. Pairing Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan, that's like going to the movie for the 100th time seeing the same damn movie. We didn't seen this shit. We understand what's going to happen. We understand these guys are just pretty much scorers who can't win. Zach Lavine is not the leader. DeMar DeRozan is not the leader. These guys was in Chicago in a weak Eastern Conference and couldn't compete with Vucevic, with all these guys, Kobe White. Now I understand Lonzo Ball was injured, but still. So you think a change of scenery is going to help Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan compete just because they're in LA or Sacramento now? You think they're going to be better than they was in Chicago? I don't buy it. I don't like this move. I don't like this move for Sacramento. Now I get it. You wanted them picks. That's what I think. That's what I think, guys. I think Sacramento is like, yo, 3 first-round picks, we cannot pass that up. 3 first-round picks, and we'll just take Zach Lavine. We know him and DeRozan might be cool. Maybe they'll make a playoff push. Maybe they won't. But future-wise, we have 3 first-round picks to look at. 3 first-round picks to look at. Now, like I said, I got to give them credit for that. Got to give them credit for that. So that's the only, thing that I can congratulate them on, because other than that, guys, I just don't like Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan together. I just don't. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm hurting anybody's feelings. If I got any Kings fans, any DeMar DeRozan fans, any Lavine or DeRozan fans, like I said, I'm not seeing it, okay? And I'm just trying to be honest with you guys and lay down the truth. So that's just what I'm seeing. That's just what I'm seeing, guys. And yeah, won't be on here too long. I'm trying to look up some more details of the trade and see if I have some more information to give you guys before I get off of here. So I already told you guys that the Warriors seriously explored a deal to acquire Lavine and Vucevic. Let's see what other news we got on here. Let's see what else we got, y'all. Let's see if Shams is dropping any more trades, because as of right now, I think that's going to be the only one right now, guys. So Shams hasn't said anything else. We just looking at this trade right now with the Spurs getting DeAaron Fox And I think it's a great move for San Antonio. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you guys. I think this is a great move for San Antonio. I mean, what better young guard could you add to go along Wemby? I just think it's a great fit. I think that Fox is gonna I think his game may rise to another level. I think DeAaron Fox game may just skyrocket to a whole new level once he gets to playing with Wemby. And trust me, Wemby is getting better every single day. Every single day, Victor Wembanyama is, he's working on his skills. His three ball is falling. Now I want Wemby to get a little bit tougher, get a little bit better as far as on the rebounds, and they'll be fine. And maybe if Wemby can put on just a little bit more weight, not too much, but just a little bit more weight so he can become a little more dominant as far as physical-wise. But outside of that, I got to give this trade for the Spurs. I'm giving this an A-. I'm giving this an A-. Guys, I'm not one who cares about really giving up picks. I really care about the talent. You don't necessarily know who the picks are going to be. You don't know if they're going to be busts. You don't know if they're going to get injured and not be what you think. You can't assume every pick is going to hit. Some do, some don't. You don't know. So why spend so much time worried about the picks? Now, it's good to acquire many of them, especially first rounders are valuable. But like I said, it means nothing if your GM cannot get you a good pick, can't find talent and pick good talent. So I get a Spurs an A- for this trade, acquiring DeAaron Fox to go alongside Victor Wembanyama, and for the Sacramento Kings getting Zach Lavine and those, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, City Sissoko. I'm gonna give him a C-, man, and the reason why it's even at a C because I do like the picks. I do love the three first-round picks is a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. You could really acquire some great young talent with that, and that could really pan out for you. But that is a move for the future. And I just don't like the Zach Lavine move, guys. I'm just not a fan of the Zach Lavine move. And, and that's why I'm giving it a C-. So DeAaron Fox, clearly the best player in this trade. And, I'm excited to see him and Wemby together. Hopefully they can develop some chemistry. And, man, the league is getting exciting. We had AD news and Luka news dropped last night. And now we got this. So DeAaron Fox to the Spurs, Zach Lavine is going to the Sacramento Kings to play with his boy, DeMar DeRozan, and this time to be with Sabonis. Now, we don't know if the Kings are going to make another move or not. It's possible that they do, because I can't understand for the life of me, why in the blue hell would you allow Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan to team up once again when we know what the hell they are? So I can't fathom that. Maybe it's going to happen. I don't know. But like I said, when another move drop, guys, I will be back. I will be back to update you guys. But I just wanted to come in here real quick and speak on the news. Breaking news, guys. DeAaron Fox will be shipped to San Antonio to team up with Victor Wembanyama, man. It's going to be an exciting duo. Pretty much have, I guess you can call him an elite point guard teamed up with an elite big man. And they got some nice role players over there, so don't sleep on these guys. The Harrison Barnes and things of that nature can help this team as well. And they still have Chris Paul on the roster as of now. And then Zach Lavine, the other big piece in this deal, is now a member of the Sacramento Kings. We don't know if he's going to stay there or if DeRozan's going to stay there, but that is the news as of now. And I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping in, listening to me on this stream. Make sure you guys hit that like, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Follow the page if you're on Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, man, we got more live streams coming, more content coming. And hey, I'm up out of here, man. Peace.